I was working as a psychiatrist in the lab, doing clinical work with veterans and folks with treatment-resistant PTSD, post-traumatic stress disorder, depression, and substance use disorders. And when you look at their bodies, when they're in their day-to-day lives, they have signs of constantly perceived threat or fear responses like high heart rate, low heart rate variability, high respiratory rate. These are all signs of having an overactive threat and survival response in the body. In the lab, we were evaluating these fear and safety responses with Dr. Greg Siegel in the Department of Psychiatry and Psychology. We figured out that by activating the safety response system in an intentional way, whether it was through the ears, with soothing music, through the skin with soothing touch, or with electricity and things of this nature, that you could relatively rapidly restore the body into a calm state that was recovered, even in people who had severe mental illness. And when you look at what those things do to the body in the literature, they all activate the parasympathetic vagal nervous system and help restore a sense of safety in the body rather quickly.
Dave came home and said to me, so these guys say this is going to be easy for me, but I'm having a really hard time marketing and channels, and I'm not sure what they're talking about, but could you come to the next meeting and see if this is up your alley, if you could help us? And I said, well, sure. And I participated in terms of, weekly meetings with the team, doing product market research for the team, and then also helping craft the pitches for First Gear and for the Wells competition and eventually for the Pinch, which helped accelerate our research and our early commercialization efforts.
What we did was the technology came to us very early and a little bit rough, so we really had to focus on the point of novelty and what we could protect. So it was a lot of discussions in the lab, kind of focusing on what makes this particular product different, where the health benefits were, like how the therapeutic device worked. We were able to put together some very quality applications and able to secure international protection.
I reached out to the Innovation Institute and I established an option agreement for the IP to see if we could generate interest for early stage funding, which I used to build some prototypes and do additional testing. And that led itself to me founding the company, raising our original seed round of funding, and eventually licensing the patent. And so where I think the Innovation Institute really helped is with spurring the concept of moving this from an idea in a lab to treat a condition to a thought process around how a technology could be brought to market. And so working with the Innovations Institute really gave us a foothold, but from which I could establish the company, grow the company. In terms of our market, so far we've sold to date, at the time of this recording, well over 100,000 Apollos. We have a lot of market traction and we have really excited customers.
As a field of healthcare and medicine, we have never successfully delivered on the promise of personalized medicine. We've been talking about it for a real long time. It does not really exist any differently than it did 30 years ago. But now with the incredible discoveries in technology and AI, we actually have created and are able to create more experiences where individuals in the community can see how AI could actually deliver truly personalized medicine to the individual just from their data alone, which is so valuable. And so we're proud to set an example for how AI can be used for good in that way.